Hi, it's Richard from Ignite Growth, and I'm just running through the 12 elements that I work on with a client when I'm working through a growth strategy or doing the work for them. And this takes me around 3 months of work. I'm spending about a week on each of these 12 elements, and we're on to element 11 now as part of our growth strategy, and that's systems development. And when I'm talking about systems here, I'm talking about technology. So how do we leverage technology to support and help us grow our business at scale, rather than the systems and the technology, the software, the apps we use actually hindering our progress? We want to really focus here on what software we need, so what technology and software we need within the business. So what are the different pieces of software you need to really run your business efficiently? Obviously, if you're in a specific sector, there may be operational software that you need, but around that there's going to be marketing software, there's going to be data CRM software that you use, there's going to be sales software, sales pipeline software, there's going to be obviously your accounting software, so if you're using Xero or Sage or one of the cloud-based accounting systems, there's going to be service and support software as well. There's the software that runs your website, so the CMS, the hosting, the content management system that runs your website. That's all part of your systems and the technology, the software and the apps that you're using through your business on a day-to-day basis. So that's classed as a tech stack. So when you're looking at your own tech stack, I want you to go away after watching this video and audit all the pieces of software, all the technology, all the software, all the tools that you're using. Let's say here, tools that you're using in the business to really leverage that system and make sure that it's a connected system. I want you to look at how many pieces of software you have. The average medium-sized business in Britain has 158 pieces of software, apps, tools that they're using in their business. A lot of those are unconnected, and that leads to a real problem when you're trying to leverage, when you're trying to run reports, when you're trying to get data out of one system into another system. You know, and you end up with businesses that are still using Excel spreadsheets to try and report and track on everything and bring bits of different pieces of data within their reporting structure, let alone trying to run live dashboards, which is what I try and get my clients to, the position where they have total clarity on what's working, because they've set up dashboards of their key objectives and goals for business growth as a business, and then they've got key KPI dashboards running for marketing, for sales, for their website analytics, so all the different areas of their business. So again, that's done by system development, and really in your strategy you want to focus on the key elements that you need in a system. So you're really looking at where you are now and where you need to get to with your system. So step one to me is making sure that it's connected. Okay, so step one is it a connected system? Can you connect as many of these pieces of tools, these pieces of software that you need in your business together, so that you have one platform that you're working from, logging into and running the majority of the functions in your business, rather than multiple pieces of software? If you can get to that stage, that's a big win for you. That's a massive tick. Number two, is it easy to use? So your core tech stack needs to be easy to use. And why is that? Because any system is only as good as the data that's in it. So if I'm talking about a CRM here, so all those points of contact you have with customers, with leads, with partners, all that information should be stored centrally in some sort of customer relationship management software, so a CRM at the heart of your business. Now that is what I call a single source of truth. Single source of truth. I'll call it single source of truth. But if you can get that single source of truth where all those interactions, all your touch points are being monitored how people are coming through your website, what pages they're viewing, what they're downloading, what they're engaging with, what messages are being sent through, what email messages they're opening, what they're clicking on. You know, if you can see all that data in one single source of truth, then that is going to be hugely valuable as you grow from your own learning and the way you innovate your business, but also the way you deliver to customers. You know, the data you have there and your outreach to people, knowing what they're consuming content-wise, can give you a real steer on where they are in that buyer's journey. You know, what type of content I'm consuming is saying to you, well, you're here, you're right at the start of the journey, because you're trying to understand the challenge and the problem you've got. Now, if I'm searching and consuming more specific content, more detail, then I'm more in the middle of my journey, because I know what my problem or challenge is. I'm now doing my research into all the different options I have, all the different things that I need to be considering when making a decision at the end. So again, it's important you have that single source of truth in your business. Back to easy to use. Now, as I say, if that data isn't up to date in your single source of truth, and everyone in your business isn't using the same core piece of software, and it's very easy to use, very intuitive, very user friendly, then they won't use it. If it's adding friction to someone's day, they just don't use it. So you end up with the marketing team using one piece of software, the sales team having their own favourite piece. There's no central piece that's all connected that they're using. And that is usually down to ease of use. If someone's got to learn something that's hard or difficult to use, or it adds another half hour, an hour onto their day, then they just don't do it. And then the fall down is that the actual data in that system starts to get lower and lower quality. So single source of truth. And then the final thing, which is probably what I'm going to talk about in my next video anyway, is that it measures everything. So the system you're developing at the heart of your business needs to be able to measure everything. So you'll know if you're on track or you're off track. Am I hitting those upper growth metrics that I've set myself? What's working in my marketing? What's working in my lead gen? I talked about this with the marketing plan. You know, what are we achieving positive return on investment from? What campaigns are working really well? And those campaigns are generating good, high quality leads that are then going on to convert into customers. All of that's done by measuring key metrics. And I'll talk about that in the last one of these videos, because that's what I focus actually a section in the strategy on the key metrics we're measuring and the analytics and how we're going to report on them, what dashboards need setting up. All of that will be done in the final part. But again, it's back to your technology. Does your tech stack allow you to measure everything easily? Does it allow you to see your paid ads, how they're performing? Does it allow you to see your sales process? Have you got a sales pipeline mapped out in there so you can see at what stage every single deal within that sales pipeline is at? Do you have all your customer support software connected to it? Are you measuring that as well? Things like your NPS score, is that being measured? That's your net promoter score. So how likely are people to recommend you to their friends? How likely are they to use you again? These are the sorts of things that are really going to give you a good steer on how successful you're being at the operation and delivery and the support end. So again, those are the 4 things you need to be monitoring. So go away, look at and do an audit on your own tech stack, all your software you're using. Get a list, even if it is an Excel spreadsheet at this stage. I hate them, but sometimes they're useful, and I would use it for this. And list out all the pieces of software, and then what department are using them, what reports are being run from them, you know, and see if there's a better way to do it. You know, and I'm a big fan of HubSpot, because HubSpot bring all of this onto one platform, effectively your website, your marketing tools, your CRM, your sales tools, your service and support tools. All of that is on one platform, and it integrates and connects to Xero. It connects to Sage software. It has lots of different ways to pull data in from other pieces of software through its Ops Hub. That's all about syncing data from other pieces of software into HubSpot. So again, there's pieces of software out there like HubSpot which are going to make your life so much easier as you grow your business. So that's my bit on systems. Again, spend about a week going through this, auditing what you want, auditing what you've got in place now, and then identifying what you really need to grow the business. And then is there any way to fulfill these 4 things? Make it connected, easy to use, a single source of truth, act as a single source of truth, and measure everything. Because really, the data in that system should be moving you away from opinions on your decision making towards very much data driven decision making, because you're getting live data and you can make decisions based on what you know is working, what can be improved to work better, and what isn't working. So getting away from opinion, because we all have opinions being business owners, and towards that data-driven decision making is really key. And that's because you've got the right system in place and you're leveraging it as you scale and grow. All right, take care. Hopefully that's a useful video for you. If you haven't subscribed to the channel yet, then make sure you click the icon just here. That'll then allow you to subscribe, and also tap on that bell icon, because that's then going to activate notifications. All the new videos I'm uploading at the moment, I'm doing about 7 a week, 1 every day at the moment. So make sure you're notified whenever I upload new videos. And hopefully, as I say, you're enjoying the content. I'll do the final one. So we've got all 12 videos now done for how to create the strategy. Anything else you want to see from me, just make a note in the comments or send me a message, Richard@Ignite Growth, and I'll happily record those videos for you as well. All right, take care, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye now.